Roy from Roy's Garage. Today I'm going to be working on a 2006 Nissan Frontier. I'm going to show you how to replace the front brake pads and rotors. These are the tools I'm going to be using today to do this job. A hood prop, rubber mallet, 3/8 ratchet, 14mm socket, 19mm socket, 14mm wrench, 19mm wrench, flat tip screwdriver, vice grip, air gun, caliper piston compressor, ceramic grease, anti-seize, brake clean, and a brake flusher. These are the parts I'm going to be using today to do this job. Front brake pads, front rotors, and .3 brake fluid. Okay, first we're going to be removing this rubber plug and loosening the bleeder screw. Okay, just loosen it. Removing the caliper, there's two bolts, one here and one here. Okay, so this pin is turning, so I'm going to get a vice grip and grip the pin. Okay, with my vice grip, grip the pin. Now we can loosen this screw. This guy's rusty. Removing the caliper, removing the spring, okay, removing these pads, removing the caliper mount. There's two bolts, one here and one here. Removing the rotor. So I'm going to be squeezing these pistons in using my caliper piston compressor. So I'm going to open up my bleeder screw and squeeze the piston in. Let all the dirty fluid come out. You don't want that dirty fluid to go back up to your master while you're squeezing it in. Putting some anti-seize around my hub. Okay, so I'm going to be cleaning the rotor in case there's any oil using some brake clean. Shoot it on and wipe it off. If you notice, this rotor is coated. What's going to happen is when you first start braking, you're going to hear a grinding sound. Eventually all this coating is going to come off and the grinding sound will go away and you'll be good to go. Installing the rotor. Putting on two wheel nuts just to hold the rotor in place so it doesn't wobble too much. So I'm going to be lubricating these pins on the caliper mount. Pull these pins out. Put some ceramic grease right in here. Clean up your pins. Okay, lubricating the pin. Lubricating my shims. If you notice, I'm reusing the old shims The pads come with brand new shims. You can put those on, but sometimes when you put the new shims on, it doesn't fit good and it wants to fall out of this mount. So if you can, reuse your old shims. They fit the best. Installing the caliper mount. Tighten up the bolts. Installing the pads. Putting some grease on the back side of the inner pad. All you need is a little. Lubricate your caliper. Okay. Putting on some new springs. Okay, so holding the pads together and sliding the caliper over the pads. Bolting up the caliper. Okay, so now we're going to flush out the brake system. First, open up your master cylinder reservoir. There's a screen in there. I got to remove it. So I'm going to be sucking out all the dirty brake fluid. Filling up my reservoir with some fresh brake fluid. Putting on my adapter. Connecting my hose. Opening up my valve. Opening up my bleeder screw. You notice that it's really dark brown. You're flushing it out. When it starts coming out clear, then we'll lock it up. The thing getting really clean, I know. So that looks really good, nice and clean. Lock them up. Removing my hose. Okay, removing the adapter. Putting my screen back. Putting the cap back. Shooting some water on my bleeder screw because brake fluid is water soluble. With my air hose, I'm going to dry it up. Now we're going to pressurize the system. Start up your vehicle. So pump your brake up and down no more than halfway until you feel pressure. Okay, that guy feels good. So now with my hood prop, I'm going to pressurize the brake system. One side against the brake pedal, the other side against the seat. So pressurize your brake system for about 15-20 seconds. Check for leaks. That looks really good. Put your cap on, then you're good to go. So that's how you replace front pads and front rotors. If you have any questions, comment below. Make sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I see you in the next video. Aloha.